Hi students, and welcome to today's live IELTS class. My name is Adrian and I'm streaming to you live from beautiful Budapest here in Central Europe. I hope everybody is having a great start to their weekend and to 2020. In today's class, we are looking at a task 2 essay writing for a Band 9 example. This is a members chat class. Of course, everybody is welcome to watch. There will be an all chat class coming up in 90 minutes for speaking part 2. Hi, Awaz. I'm feeling fantastic today. Thank you for asking. I went for a nice run this morning. Hi, Shanghung. Hi, Chabi. Hi, Hassan. Hi, Rodrigo. Good to see many students in class on time. Hi, Roshni. While we wait for a few more members to join in, again, these classes are brought to you by aehelp.com. For the academic version of IELTS and to get ready for the test, check us out there. For the general, check us out at gieltshelp.com. On both of these websites, we have loads of materials and always adding new materials. So members, those of you who have access to our premium packages, make sure to keep checking back on the app and on the website. There are always new videos being uploaded. I just uploaded some new speaking videos to the speaking sections as well. And we're going to be adding 4 new exams this year also to both of the websites. So do check back. We're going to be updating the courses also. So this is the academic website here with the blue background. Click that red button to join. This is the general preparation website here. Click that big red button to join us there. And as I just mentioned, we just released our apps at the end of 2019. So you can download the app Academic IELTS Help or General IELTS Help from your Google Play and Apple App Stores. You can link your premium account from the app to the website. So you can access all the materials through the web or through the app and link the two together. If you have questions, just send me an email, adrian@aehelp.com. Just out of curiosity, Shanghung, Chabi, Hassan, Rodrigo, or Rajveer, are any of you using the app regularly? So are you making daily use of the app, looking at the materials, the reading passages, the exams, and so on, the computer-based tests? Can you let me know? It's always good to have feedback from our viewers, our members, our clients. So today, again, task 2, we're going to start in just a minute. Then later today, speaking part 2 in 90 minutes. And I did post the schedule on the YouTube community board yesterday, so you can check it out there. All right, let's take a look at this IELTS writing task 2 question. Shanghung says, I like to use the laptop to study. So Shanghung, that means you're probably using the website more than the app, right? Roshni, you used it, great. Okay, Rajveer, yeah, definitely give it a try and give me feedback, students, because we're always evolving and improving all of our materials. We really do strive to be the best IELTS preparation center in the world. So that's one of our big goals. All right, everyone, let's get into today's lesson. Here we go. So IELTS writing task 2. This is a question that you could get on either the academic or the general version of the exam. So let's read it together. First step is always to read it carefully. So IELTS writing task 2, you should spend about 40 minutes on this task. It is becoming more and more popular to buy goods and have them delivered without needing to go to stores. Discuss the advantages and disadvantages of this development. Use examples and explanations from your own opinion or from your experience to support your ideas. Okay, correct that there. All right. So, first step, let's paraphrase the question. Okay. Again, paraphrasing helps to understand the question, helps to generate ideas, generate vocabulary. So let's paraphrase it. Shangheng, I see that you answered my previous question about the website, and Hassan, I see your answer there as well. Thank you for the feedback. Okay, students, let's paraphrase. Okay. I'm going to paraphrase a little bit silently so you can hear your own thoughts, and then we'll compare. Okay. All right. So here is my paraphrase. Purchasing products remotely without the need to go into physical shops is an increasing trend in society. Discuss the benefits and deficits of this. Support your ideas with knowledge from your life. All right, so that statement question is the exact same as the original, which is it is becoming more and more popular to buy goods and have them delivered without needing to go to stores. Discuss the advantages and disadvantages of this development. Roshni says nowadays online shopping is most popular to buy items without the need to go into physical shops. Yeah, Roshni, I think you just forgot the word shops there. Hi Yadav, hi Vishal. Good to see many more members coming into the class. Roshni, that's a good paraphrase. I mean, at the end of the day, we really are talking about online shopping. Telephone shopping is not nearly as popular, I think, as it used to be. Rajveer says nowadays it is becoming prevalent, very nice, to purchase merchandise online rather than shopping in stores. Explain the benefits and deficits of this phenomenon. Very nice paraphrasing, Rajveer. Merchandises, I don't think we use the plural so much, Rajveer. We just use it in singular form. Check into that, okay? Merchandise is the same as goods without the S. Okay. Support your ideas with your knowledge. Nice, Rajveer. Good. I love how you finished the whole question. Awaz says nowadays the majority of individuals prefer to purchase items and have them addressed to their home without wanting to go to stores. Nice, Awaz. Finish the rest of it. Discuss advantages and disadvantages. Rodrigo says nowadays it is common to purchase items and receive them to our doorstep without having to go out. Okay, very good, Rodrigo. Finish that with discuss the merits and the deficits of this trend. Very nice. Students, members, beautifully paraphrasing the original statement with your own thoughts. So far, each one is unique and accurate with good grammar, good vocabulary choice. Very good. Make sure to pay attention to each other's choice of vocabulary. You might be picking up some new words from one another, and learning from peer to peer is often said to be even more effective than learning from a teacher. So that's great. Okay. Hassan says nowadays it is becoming more popular to purchase products while we are sitting on a sofa. What are period, Hassan, period after sofa. What are the advantages and disadvantages of this phenomenon? It's more accurate than saying such a phenomenon. Period, capital W. Hassan, careful with your punctuation, and plural, right, are the advantages. Chabi says nowadays, comma. Chabi, students, anytime you begin a sentence with a time expression like nowadays or after a month or last Thursday, you need to put a comma after the time expression, okay? That's the correct rule in punctuation. So nowadays, comma, shopping has become easier due to the advancement in technology. Individuals are able to purchase items without the need to visit shops. Okay, yes, Chabi, that's not bad. You're not indicating the idea that this is becoming more and more common, which is an important part of the question. So careful about that, but I think it's okay so far. Shang Hung says online shopping and home delivery is much more popular than before. Discuss the benefits and deficits of this progress. Shang Hung, good. Shang Hung, I highly suggest that you always review your writing for grammar because you have excellent vocabulary and ideas and good flow. And it's your grammar that's stifling your high-level band score. Okay, stifling means it's blocking. So check your grammar always, Shang Hung. I think for you it would be very wise to use Grammarly, perhaps even the paid version. So, but definitely the free version. Okay, Preeti says, it is a popular phenomenon these days for people to prefer purchasing online rather than to go to physical shop. Discuss the benefits and deficits. Yeah, Preeti, also very good. Kind of the same advice as for Shang Hung. Watch your grammar. You maybe use a software like Grammarly. And when you're using that software, students, such as Grammarly or another grammar software, make sure that you're always checking to see what was the correction. So don't just blindly click correct and move on, but actually see what's being corrected because you won't always have that available, especially in school or in an office doing a business contract. So you have to recognize your mistakes, okay? So these kinds of software can be a double-edged sword if you're not paying attention to the corrections, okay? All right, students, so we're going to take a little bit of a different approach to developing this essay than usual. What's the topic here? So what is the topic of this question? And to identify the topic, just simply ask yourself, what am I discussing? So what am I writing about? So what are you writing about in this case? Okay, what's the topic? While you give me that answer, I'm going to move this down a little bit. And again, we have to write at least 250 words. So what are we talking about? What's the topic? Yeah, online shopping, or another way we could say it is remote shopping, right? Because we didn't actually say online, we said remote. Online is obviously the most popular, but we're talking specifically about remote shopping. And yeah, it's okay. I think online is so dominant that you can think about it like online shopping, okay? It means remote shopping, or even another way that you can think about it is shopping from home. Although we do shop, I don't want to say shopping from home because I think a lot of us these days will be shopping while we're on the bus or in the office or talking with friends at the park. We remember, hey, that's a really cool shirt. I want to buy that. Order, send, done, right? Hi, Kesey. You're joining in on okay time. All right, so the topic is remote shopping, okay? Remote means from a distance, okay? When you think about the remote controller for your television, the reason we call that a remote controller, okay, is because you're controlling your TV from a distance remotely. Okay, so that's one of the uses of the word remote. So remote shopping or online shopping. Okay, sure. So we're not going to do the same style of idea creation or generation as before. I'm going to take a little bit of a different approach today, so just bear with me. So introductory paragraph, or let's make it simple, introduction. Okay, so the introduction starts with the hook, students. I'm going to focus more today on the elements of the essay rather than the essay planning. So as you know, many of you that are regular students, we often begin with essay planning, which is a very important skill to practice. Today, we're going to focus more on essay structure, okay? So for the hook, you identify the topic and then you write a sentence with the topic. So here, before you begin, I have a couple of rules, okay? So write the hook. So write a hook with the topic. This sentence should be no more than 12 words. Okay, so I'm going to give you a word limit this time. So write a hook. It should be no more than 12 words. Okay, it includes the topic. All right, also, it must be a worldly fact that is interesting. Okay, and this is why I kept today's question fairly straightforward, because I really want you to focus on just quick writing with good structure. So go ahead, students, go ahead, members, write a hook for me, please. Focus on these elements. So include the topic. The topic is remote shopping or online shopping. The sentence should be no more than 12 words, so 12 words maximum. It must be a worldly fact that is interesting, and very importantly, it should have no mistakes, spelling or grammar. It looks really bad to start an essay with a sentence that contains mistakes. Okay, so avoid that. Okay, if you have to, read it once or twice. Make sure it doesn't have any mistakes. Okay, so Hassan says, in the era of globalization, people have more than one option to buy their products either online or brick and mortar stores. Hassan, I think that's way more than 12 words. Okay, I think you have like 20 words there. Try to rewrite that, Hassan, and just keep it to 12 words or less. Okay, so follow the rules that I've laid out for you here. 12 words, include the topic, worldly fact that's interesting, no mistakes, spelling or grammar. Okay, it's the KISS mentality, right? I don't know if any of you are familiar with this acronym in English, but there's this kind of interesting and very wise acronym. It's called KISS, which means keep it simple, stupid, or some people say keep it stupid simple. And this basically means just keep it really, really simple and straightforward. Okay. All right, Rajveer says, people buy millions of products each year through online shopping. Rajveer, that's great. In fact, I would tweak yours a little bit, Rajveer, and say people buy millions of products each day online. Okay, so you can make it even more concise. So Rajveer, this is yours. People buy millions of products online each day. That's a beautiful hook, Rajveer. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 words. Just 8 beautiful words, Rajveer. And it's millions of products online each day. I would I would actually argue that every day now more than 1 million products are sold and bought, I'm sure. Okay, it's really nice, Rejveer. 8 words. It's a beautiful hook. No mistakes. You're on your way to a band 9. Okay. Chabi says today's world market is open to more people than in the past due to remote shopping. Chabi, not bad. You can say that in 12 words or less. Currently, you have 16 words in that sentence, 17 if I count your contraction. So try to rewrite that, Chabi, in 12 words. You can say that same information in just 12 words. Okay. Hi, Jitendra. Welcome to the class. Catch up. We're on the hook right now. All right. Preeti says online shopping is the easiest way to get products at the doorstep. 4, 8, 12. Wow, Preeti, exactly 12 words. Online shopping is the easiest way to get products. I would write it as this, Preeti. Okay, so this is Hassan's, and it works with a little bit of a correction. This is Preeti's, and I'm going to correct a little bit, Preeti. Just the content, otherwise it's good. So online shopping is the easiest way to get products. I would just say products. Okay. Now, one point to be careful about, Preeti, is that this is already an argument. So here you're actually discussing an advantage of online shopping. You're saying it's the easiest way, right? So careful not to really use up your argument points in your hook. It's maybe better to save that for the end of your introductory paragraph, Preeti. Okay, so just be careful with that. It works, but you want to be careful. All right, Kisi says, opening websites and apps to shop online is becoming more and more popular. Kisi, again, 12 words or less. All right, you're at just over 12 words. Less than 12 words, students, whenever possible. Keep it really concise. You don't need to go into too much explanation, Kisi. You don't need to say websites and apps. You can just say using the internet is becoming the most popular method of shopping, period. Okay, Kisi? So again, keep it simple. So Kisi, I would really simplify your hook by saying using the internet is surely becoming the most popular mode of shopping. So I kind of kept your idea, but really just switched up a lot of the words. So this would be another good hook, Kisi, but just keep it simple. Don't double up on ideas like websites, apps, shop online. It's too much, okay? Awaz says roughly 75% of all people do their shopping online when they can't sleep. Okay, so you're opening with a fact, Awaz. It is more than 12 words. You're at 14 words if I'm counting correctly, Awaz. Careful about that. Also, be careful not to generate confusing ideas for your reader. They're kind of going to be thinking, what are you writing about? So what are you trying to say? And also was don't use contractions. So cannot sleep, okay? Academic students, academic IELTS students especially, don't use contractions in your task 1, task 2. So don't use can't, but write cannot. Okay, isn't, is not. Okay. Rodrigo says, nowadays, with the advancements in technology, we often find ourselves buying online. Yeah, Rodrigo, online is just one word now. Again, concise, simplify. So nowadays, with technology, we often find ourselves shopping online. All right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 words. Nicely done. Okay. Just simplify it a little bit, Rodrigo. I would take out the advancements. Just say with technology. Okay. So again, your hook should not be overly complex or detailed. The more words you use, the more grammar you use, the bigger the chance that you will make a mistake. And if you make a mistake in your first sentence, it's basically impossible for you now to get a band 9 or even an 8.5. The examiners are quite strict. If they see a mistake in the first sentence, they're basically thinking, okay, this is going to be a band 8 or less. Okay, keep that in mind. All right. Okay, so again, some nice hooks. So millions of items are sold online each day. Chabi, millions of items are sold online each day. That's the simpler way to say it. Okay. Jitendra says web shopping has soared today because it is convenient. Jitendra, same suggestion as I said to Preeti, don't include your argument into your hook, okay? And soar is spelt differently. So again, careful with spelling mistakes, okay? Soar is just S-O-R-E, okay, soar. All right, Preeti, online shopping is the most common method to buy products in the world. Okay, again, a little bit simpler. Good, students, good. So let's take one of these hooks. I like the first one. People buy millions of products online each day. That catches a reader's attention, certainly. Okay, so we'll store the rest of them above. And what comes after the hook? So I have my hook for the introduction now. What comes after the hook? What should I focus on? Okay, so what's coming here now? So I have my hook. I've got my first 8 words of 250 plus. That's a good start. It's clear, it's accurate. And yes, Preeti, yes, Hassan, yes, Kisi, it's the background. And what part of the background are we writing first? So the background comes first. The background has 2 elements. What is the first part of it? It's, yeah, very good. It's the definition and the importance. Very nice, Shangheng. Very nice, Rajveer. So the definition and importance. Sure. Okay, so what are we defining here? So what do we need to define? Hi, Ferdovs. Welcome aboard. What do we need to define? What should we define for the reader? In this case, you're the writer, you read this question. What am I defining? And again, keep it simple. So we talked about the hook, right? And I gave you some instructions on the hook. Okay, now, after the hook, write the definition. Okay, so write the definition. Use the KISS mentality. Keep it simple. Stupid. Okay, again, it's like you're writing for an alien. All right, they're from another planet. Yeah, so Kisi says, what is web shopping? And that's exactly what you want to answer. So what is remote shopping? So write the definition. The question that you're answering for your reader is, what is web shopping or remote shopping? Okay, that's what you're trying to answer. And for this, what you want to do is just visualize it. So see yourself or see a person purchasing an item online. What do they actually do? So write this definition for me, okay? So visualize a person, maybe yourself, buying a product online and describe it. What's happening? Then generalize this, okay? We're writing a third person essay here. I hope most of you recognize that. So generalize this vision to the masses, okay? So to the larger population, all right? Oh, that is an interesting name for our new member, Murder. Welcome aboard. Send me an email so I can hook you up with your perks. All right. So Chabi says individuals opt to use the internet to purchase goods from the comfort of their couch. Okay, Chabi, so I think you got one part of it. So it's a person sitting on their couch to buy goods, but how? How do they achieve that? So what's the process? Okay. So Rajveer says individuals use the World Wide Web, smartphone applications to purchase products. Okay, I think there's still a part that's missing there. Let's see if somebody else gets it. So Chabi, Rajveer, you're on the right track. I think you are seeing a part of the picture, but you're not seeing the whole picture. So you want to see as much of that picture as possible so your definition is as accurate as possible. Okay, so Rahul Preet Manga says selecting the product of a person's need from a website and then making a payment through various modes. Rahul Preet, really nice. Okay, I think you are now seeing a bigger part of the picture. That's great. Don't use the word your. Okay, Rahul Preet. Instead, replace it with people. So that's what I mean when I said that you want to generalize it to the masses when you write down the sentence. Okay, so you want to remove the word your or my and use the word people. So people select the product they need from a website and make payments using, okay, and then you'll have the full picture. Various modes, sure. Or you can say some type of digital currency, right? Like a credit card. Kisi says millions of people browse commodities through web pages without touching them, and then click the payment button waiting for delivery right to their door. Kisi, really nice. Okay, I think you have most of that picture now. You just need to be concise, Kisi. So what you want to do, Kisi, when you write your definitions, write down your ideas, is think about, okay, how can I express this same idea but with fewer words? Okay, so definition, here we go. So every day, lots of people browse commodities on websites and make purchases using digital currency in order to have these products delivered to their home or office. Okay, so that would be your definition, and I think most of you are quite close. So see that whole process, right? So see the person, they go online, they go on Amazon, I go on Amazon, I'm looking at a new TV, it looks amazing, it's the new Samsung OLED. I go, okay, yes, I want that for Christmas. I pull out my Visa card, I fill in the appropriate information, press pay, then comes UPS or DHL, and I get that product to my doorstep. I'm super happy. That's what happened, okay? So you want to summarize and generalize that concept, and then you end up with this introductory paragraph so far. So people buy millions of products online each day. Every day, lots of, let's paraphrase people since we used people in the hook. So every day, lots of individuals browse commodities on websites and make purchases using digital currency in order to have these products delivered to their home or office. All right, fantastic. Rajveer is jumping in, and Rajveer says, hey, I'm going to hammer you with the importance of this. So yes, let's tell our reader, why are we talking about this? Why is this important? Okay, so that's the question you want to answer here, is why is it important to discuss this trend, this growing trend of online shopping? Okay. And Rajveer says it has a major impact on people's purchasing habits and something else as well. So not only does it affect our purchasing habits, but it also affects another important element. When you're thinking of the importance of question, students, always consider the individual and society. So those are the two subjects that you should consider. Okay, so when you think about why is this question important to discuss with our audience, okay, so when you think about this, always approach your answer by thinking of the individual and a society. So certainly I agree with you, Rajveer, that this is important because it has a major impact on people's lives, so individual lives and purchasing habits. What else does it have a major impact on when we look at the greater society? Okay, so what else does it impact? Chabi says individuals opt to use the internet to purchase goods from the comfort of their couch through remote markets and online payment. That's much better, Chabi. Okay, so now I'm seeing some better background statements coming up. That's great. Firdavs says it is the fastest and most convenient way for most people as it saves time and energy. Firdavs, that's going to be your argument. So those are going to be your thesis points. We don't want to introduce those yet. So Satisfying Time says many find it convenient and effective to save time and effort. Again, this is a tricky part of the introductory paragraph, students, the hook and the background. You don't want to spoil the thesis, okay? So I'm going to make a note because I see that several of you are kind of have this tendency to do this. So keep this in mind, members, when you write the hook and background of the introduction. Do not accidentally introduce the argument points of your thesis, okay? That shouldn't be happening, all right? So avoid that, okay? Hope that's clear. So it impacts the habits of people, right? Online shopping, it impacts our daily habits, right? We don't get into our car, we don't leave our home, we don't meet face-to-face with another person. So it impacts our habits. Rajveer did a good job identifying that. What else does it impact? So think about this. There's a very clear point that online shopping is having an effect on internationally on all societies, countries, and communities. What is that? So what is online shopping impacting? And you see a lot of new laws, regulations. I don't want to give you too much information because then I'm just giving you the answer, but a lot of countries creating laws and regulations to govern this because online shopping is impacting global something. Global what? So while you think about that, I'll write the first point that Rajvi already mentioned. So this new trend is having a major impact on people's daily habits and on, yeah, that's right. So Rajveer says economy of the country. Not just the economy of the country. Rahul Preetmanga says economy as a whole, and Kisi agrees, global economy. Yeah, absolutely. Just imagine how different the world is now that you're ordering products from other countries directly without having to go to a local store. It's having a major, major impact on global economies. Okay, so this new trend is having a major impact on people's daily habits and on global economic markets. All right. So that's your band 9. Okay, that's your band 9 level writing. When you're going for band 8 and band 9 students, especially for those of you who are looking for scholarships in universities, looking for PhD or masters to a very high level business school like Harvard or any of the Ivy League schools, you do have to show on the IELTS much, much more than just English skills. You have to show very strong logic, thinking, and communication skills. And this is what you're aiming for. Okay, so people buy millions of products online each day. Every day, lots of individuals browse commodities on websites and make purchases using digital currency in order to have these products delivered to their home or office. This new trend is having a major impact on people's daily habits and global economic markets. All right, so far so good. You've introduced the topic. You've explained what you're going to discuss. You've explained why this is important. And now you introduce your thesis. And I know that all of you know this, right? So, of course, the thesis has to answer the question specifically. And in this case, the original question is discuss the advantages and disadvantages of this development, right? Discuss the advantages and disadvantages of this development. It doesn't ask you to give your own opinion. So you just discuss the advantages, disadvantages. You can write about the disadvantages first and then the advantages if you want, or keep it the same, discuss the advantages, disadvantages. It doesn't matter here because it's not asking for your opinion. It's just saying discuss advantages, disadvantages. What that means is that you need 2 for both, right? So advantages, plural, not advantage and disadvantage. Again, plural here. So my recommendation is to stay on course for your band 9. Have 2 points. You can opt to discuss both of those in one body paragraph or make 2 short ones. I recommend just writing 1 bigger body paragraph. And then here also 2 points. Okay, so 2 points for each. 2 points for the advantages, 2 points for the disadvantages. Okay, now, let's discuss that. So what would be, so this is where you want to consider 2 points that are advantages and 2 points that are disadvantages. So for the thesis here, okay, like I said, we're taking a little bit of a different approach. Of course, you can apply your what, why, how critical thinking. It's going to be very, very useful. That's okay, Roshni. Just check back on the lesson later, okay? So 2 points for advantages and 2 points for disadvantages. Okay. Now, when you're thinking about these points, make sure that your points are distinctly unique. Okay. And use parallel grammar in the thesis. Okay. So, and of course, think about what most people would say. So think about what would be the most popular choices, okay? Don't try to be super tricky and clever on the IELTS exam. Just go with the generic common agreement in public. So what are the advantages? A lot of you have said that it saves time, okay? So saves people time is one, and Ferdov says saves money, okay? All right, I think that's good. I think most people would agree that the advantages are saves time and saves money. All right, so what are the disadvantages of online shopping? What do you think? So visualize it. Try to think about what have been problems that you have encountered shopping online. What kind of difficulties or challenges have you had to deal with in the past when you bought an item online as opposed to in the store? Okay. So Ferdov says risk of cheating. Roshni says pay more for services. Okay. So customer service maybe. And Shanghung says fake products. Okay. All right, I think that those are some good points. We've talked about counterfeit products in the past. So you could go with those. Okay, so poor customer service and counterfeit products. That's definitely good. Kisi says hard to refund. Shanghung says unemployment. Okay. It's good to think of more and more ideas because you might think of one that, hey, this would be a good one. And I would like to write about this instead of that. So unemployment could be one. Yeah, digital stores don't need employees. You don't need cashiers. You don't need nearly as many service staff to make them function the same as physical stores. I agree with you absolutely, Shanghung, that it could lead to unemployment. All right. Let's stick with, let's keep it simple. I think, Shanghung, unemployment is a good idea, but you'd have to be really careful to choose that for the IELTS because it might be difficult to explain clearly in the body paragraph. Hi, Isana. Welcome to our group of members. Make sure to send me an email so I can hook you up with those exclusive videos, okay? I'll share my email address in just a minute. All right, so members, write the thesis statement, okay? We have a bit of time still in the class, so let's write the thesis statement to finish the introductory paragraph. So 2 points for advantages, saves time and money. 2 points for disadvantages, customer service, and counterfeit products. Okay? So now, write me the thesis statement to finish our introductory paragraph. Our introductory paragraph looks like this so far. People buy millions of products online each day. I'm going to take out every day because I have each day ending my last sentence. So I continue to revise and improve my introduction. Many individuals browse commodities on websites and make purchases using digital currency in order to have these products delivered to their home or office. This new trend is having a major impact on people's daily habits and on global economic markets. Okay. Rahul Preet says this growing trend has both merits and deficits. On the one side, it saves individuals time and provides them with various options. However, on the other side, people cannot judge the quality of products, and it also has the risk of fraud. Rahul Preet, it's good, but it's very wordy. Okay, so you have a lot of words there, and I think you can say the same idea in a simpler way. Hi, Isana. Right in the chat. That's great. Okay. All right. So a couple more. Let's go, students. Write that thesis statement. Again, focus on keeping it simple. Okay. So being concise, expressing yourself short is a good idea. Use complex sentences, but you don't need to use too many words. Okay. So write that thesis statement. With advantages and disadvantages, I would recommend just going right into the advantages and disadvantages. Okay, so I would start with this kind of a sentence. The most obvious advantages for online shoppers are, and then name it. However, on the other hand, or conversely, okay, Hassan says, I concur that e-commerce is eco-friendly and convenient. Therefore, the benefits of this trend outweigh the deficits. Hassan, I think maybe you missed the question. It doesn't ask for your opinion. So it just asks, what are the advantages? What are the disadvantages? So keep it really simple here. Okay. Ferdov says, although online sales have many advantages like saving money and time, comma, it also has negatives like customer service and counterfeit items. Ferdov's good. Ferdov's, be really careful with the double negative, okay? You cannot use the word but when you start the sentence with although. It's a double negative. It's very confusing. It's a big mistake in the thesis, and making a big mistake in the thesis is a big mistake in the essay. So be really careful with that coherence mistake. If you have to read your thesis twice to make sure you don't make that mistake, okay? So for Dobbs, although online sales have advantages like saving money and time, comma, they also have negatives like customer service and counterfeit items, okay? It's much better. All right. So the most obvious advantages for online shoppers are saving time and money, while the deficits are customer service and counterfeit products. All right. Okay. So Kesey says remote shopping saves time and money, but it also has the risk of buying counterfeit products and bad customer service. Of buying counterfeit products and getting bad service. Kesey, always be careful with your parallel grammar. I know it's sometimes tricky to parallel it, but notice how your negatives, Kesey, it's buying counterfeit products. Okay, so verb, adjective, noun, and go with verb, adjective, noun, getting bad service. Okay, so keep the grammar the same, Kesey. Verb, adjective, noun. Okay. All right. Students, I see some more thesis statements coming up. I'm sorry I can't get to all of them today, but I do see that there are some good ones. One more time, this is the introductory paragraph. People buy millions of products online each day. Many individuals browse commodities on websites and make purchases using digital currency in order to have these products delivered to their home or office. I have the word products twice, so I'm going to change one to merchandise, increase my lexical resource score. This new trend is having a major impact on people's daily habits and on global economic markets. The most obvious advantages for online shoppers are saving time and money, while the deficits are customer service and counterfeit products. That's your band 9 level introductory paragraph, okay? Made up of the hook, the background, and the thesis. Is that clear, members? So is it clear what we did today and how we did that, how we went about to achieve that band 9 introduction for task 2? Did that make sense? So first I read the question, I paraphrased it, I identified the topic, I thought about a short hook with those parameters using the topic. Then I thought about, okay, what's the definition of this topic? Why is it important? And now points for the thesis that are unique and different, parallel grammared, put it all together, band 9. Okay, band 9. All right. Verdavs, Roshni, Chabi, Rajveer, Rahul Preet, I'm glad that that made sense. Aisana, I'm glad that you joined up and that made sense. We had a couple new members join in today's class. So new members, send me an email to Adrian, Adrian, that's my name, at aehelp.com, and I will hook you up with those perks, okay? That's it for this class. Coming up in 30 minutes, speaking part 2, the cue card with an example. We'll go through it as a class. Everybody will be able to join in on the chat. That's in 30 minutes coming up on the same channel right here. Until then, you can check out our websites, aehelp.com and gieltshelp.com. If you like what you see, you can click on that red button to join the premium package, get access to all of our wonderful materials, practice exams, interactive courses, applications. For academic students, be sure to go to aehelp.com. That focuses on the academic modules. Click that big red button there. Wonderful interaction today, members, in today's class. You're all brilliant people, and I'm happy that you have chosen me as your guide to IELTS success and English communication. Hopefully, I will see you all in 30 minutes. Bye for now. Much love from Budapest.